Hi there, welcome to another video. So today I'm looking at the folded space Gloomhaven insert again, and in this video I'm actually going to be building it. So don't worry, I'm not going to take you through the whole process, you know, you put the glue on here and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a really sped up video, and I'm just going to talk about my thoughts of actually building the product as I go along. So as you may see, I've already punched the first sheet, so these are just the containers for the first two lots. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So my first thought when I started to punch these was that they are a very durable material. They're not going to fall apart, or they're not going to bend and break if you treat them properly. So they are, you know, I am very pleased with the actual material that this stuff's made out of. Now, having made the LaserOx insert, so that was a laser cut wooden insert, I can tell you that this was a much faster process. So by comparison, the LaserOx one was my first ever insert that I'd put together, and it took me, I think it was about 3 hours. Now, obviously, the experience from doing that, I carried a little bit of that into this build, but this one actually only took about 1 hour and 5 minutes, I believe it was. So it was a faster process and a far easier. And I think mainly the reason it was faster was because this stuff, it fits together really snugly, so you can put these together and leave them almost. There was even a few of the card boxes that I'd put together, I hadn't even stuck them together, and I could throw it around, and you know, it kept its shape really well and it didn't fall apart. So there was less worrying about holding the items together until the glue took, and more kind of putting it to one side so you can move onto the next part. What I will say was, though, that actually pushing them out of the board, because it did feel quite durable, you were inclined to rush it a little bit, or I was at least. And I found that on a few occasions I started to bend the corners of where it should interlock, which was fine. It did bend back, but I would urge a little bit of caution, because there is the chance that you may be able to damage these in a way that it can become bent, so difficult for it to stick, because obviously it is foam in there, some sort of foam that's in between two thin pieces of plastic. So if that does get bent or squashed in any way, it may have a few kind of impacts as you carry on with the insert. But yeah, in terms of putting it together and the actual product that it's made of, I'm very happy, very happy. Now, durability wise, it won't be as durable as a wooden insert, or certainly not at least the LaserOx one, but I think, to be honest with you, it balances out with the price. So the price delivered to my house for this one was about 32 quid, something like that, and the LaserOx I think was closer to 70 quid, or it might have been 70 euros. But there was a massive difference between the two, and obviously that does show in the quality, but that's not to say that this isn't a good product. It is a very good product, and I like it a lot. So I can tell you basically that for every sheet of this product, you're going to be making everything twice. So in the actual process of storing the game and how it fits in the box, there is a duplicate for each container, and they are used to store different things. I'll get into that more in the review. I'm not sure it entirely works the way it should do in every occasion, but I'll certainly go through that when I do the review very soon. That should be up at least in the next day or so. But yeah, certainly from a build perspective, from a quality of the product perspective, I'm very happy. And yeah, I wouldn't hesitate to, if you're looking for a budget option and you haven't got your heart set on a wooden insert, this is definitely a viable option. So I would certainly check it out. And if you're a bit worried about even spending kind of 30 quid on it, for UK, I don't know what the delivery charges would be for the rest of the world. Maybe you could look at an insert for another game. They've got a whole range of products on there and prices, so you might be able to pick up a cheaper insert for, you know, maybe £10 to £15. but certainly have a look. I really like the product in terms of the build quality and the amount of time it took to make it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned because I'm going to be doing another video for a review of the insert, so how it's used within the game and what I think of that. But so far, so good.